my dollars make it hurt.
Good morning. Good morning. What's going on? We here. Go ahead and share if you can. I'm not, of course, obviously, I'm not in my usual setup, the studio setup. So I'm driving, so I can't share to everyone. If you don't mind, those that are here, uh, good morning, first of all. And if you don't mind, let's share. Hit those like buttons if you can. Uh, and let's talk real quick. I had to come on now instead of my regular time tonight at 7 o'clock. I can't do it tonight. I really want to, but I can't simply because my son is playing his playoff game tonight. Well, not tonight, this afternoon actually. About at 5:15 this afternoon. His playoff game. This will be my only chance of playoff football because the Cowboys sure ain't going to the playoffs. So this is my chance of playing football. I'm the defensive coach. Uh, I'm the defensive coach for his defensive coordinator for his team. So this will be the only playoff football I'm gonna get this year because Cowboys sure ain't going. I guess that's why I want to start it off. So forgive me for not being able to come tonight. I could come tonight, but about the time I get home and get everything settled, then most of you will be with Boss and Boss Cowboy and all that type of stuff. So I don't even want to battle for views like that. So I just gonna do a little bit today. I might try something tomorrow. I might give a full view. So let's enjoy the ride this morning with Big Time Show. Uh, what can we say? Call me. I hate to toot my own horn, but toot, because everything that we talked about during the week, it came to pass. It did. Last night was, everything. There was one thing, however, that we didn't predict, but it was so strange that I have to say this. Like, I knew, I don't never do predictions. I don't never do uh, the scores, even though I got an idea in my head what's going to happen. And you can tell by my shows kind of which way I'm thinking. I just don't ever say it. And some would even call me the negative podcaster. I'm just wanting to tell the truth. Some people just don't want the truth. They rather live in optimism, which is fine. It's okay to have positive vibes, those sections of Cowboy fans I appreciate because we got to have that in the fan base to pull it up and try to cheer it on. Uh, but it's kind of confusing because sometimes it's almost like faith, and faith works. You know that ain't got nothing to do with athletics. At some point you have to say this man is better than I am, and because he's better, usually the better man will win, and that's how athletics goes. Uh, it is what it is. That's the way that I've always thought it would be. Every now and then you get your Rocky Balboa moments, but it's every now and then. There's an upset in the making, but upsets don't happen too often. They happen, but they don't happen often. That's what we were, in my estimation, were going in, thinking that we just it's not like we're a favorite. We really had to play a perfect game in order to beat the 49ers. Despite their injuries, despite our injuries, we had to play a perfect game to pull the game out. The chances of the Cowboys playing a perfect game, as we all know, is slim to none. That's what we got tonight. I mean, last night. Also, what I said, on my shows this week. I know we got the white jerseys on. I know we got the star on the helmet. I know we got all that, but at some point, you got to start admitting that, you can't run the race without the horses. You just cannot. I don't care who you put in the star, the helmet on the star, the uniform. It takes good players to win. And when you put out second, when you put out third string and practice squad players, you should expect practice squad and third string performances. It's just that simple. Uh, some of that is in the case of the Cowboys, and then the other half of it is that when your star players do not play like stars and they play like second and third string players, then you're going to get your brains beat out. Let me say this before I go into specifics. How many times do we got to keep saying the same movie? Let me describe the movie because we done seen it so many times. The Cowboys come out. Actually, I had to change it a little bit because in the first half, we played pretty decent football. We did. We played pretty decent, enough to where we would have the lead going into halftime. But as in always the case, when we go up against these bully teams, there will come a moment in the game where the bully becomes the bully, and we have to answer the bell. The Cowboys never answer the bell, therefore it turns into a blowout. Then, because the defense of the bully defense starts playing off, Dak Prescott always makes the game look respectable. He always gets his numbers. He always brings us back. And then when the moment comes that you done brought us back and they tighten it back up a little bit and it's time to answer the bell, 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, Dak Prescott always ends up with the short end of the stick. How many times have we seen this? When Pittsburgh game came up, when Dak brought us back, if everybody were to be honest, we were shocked because usually we fold doing that. Dak made the comeback. We won the Pittsburgh game. Same scenario comes up. Chop the lead down. The ball is in his hands. We down 6 points. Got to score a touchdown. Got 3 minutes left in the game. We didn't even get a yard on the last drive. The last drive, when the ball was in his hands, he was no running game. It was no nothing. It was Dak Prescott, receivers against their whatever. We did not get 1 yard. 1 yard. 4 downs, 0 yards. I guess I started there. Let's start from the top. Jerry Jones said this before the season started that Dak Prescott would have to win more with less. Y'all remember that, right? Well, what happens when your quarterback is not playing like a superstar and he still had to play with less? See, some of y'all don't like what I'm saying right now, and I can't read your comments. I already know it, and some of you guys that will watch this a little bit later on, I know you don't like this, but at some point you have to call it like it really is. And what it really is last night, y'all know me. If you play well, I'm going to say you play well. If you don't, I'm going to say you didn't. Dak Prescott played like trash last night. Forget the money, forget the whatever, forget the 60 million. If you are the superstar of this team, you are the all-pro quarterback. You are the runner-up MVP. If you are the MVP of this team last year, if you're the run-up MVP of the entire NFL, you cannot come out there and give me 4 plays for no yards. No, no. Even if you got to scramble and run for 5 yards, do that. But that's another whole conversation within itself about Dak not running. Dak played like trash. There's no, I mean, I get the first interception, the Turpin down the sideline. Bosa got in and hit him. So he got hit at the same time and took something off the ball. I get that. He got hit, the ball flooded a little bit. The safety is able to enough time to get over there and make a play. I get it. If Dak would have had a clean pocket, the ball would have been at least there. I don't think the safety would have been able to get over. I get that. That second interception, him trying to finesse the ball and trying to jump off 1 foot and trying to make a play instead of throwing the ball away, that's on Dak. Horrible, horrible, horrible. So that let me start off with your quarterback. Your quarterback was horrible last night. I know y'all don't like it, but it's just the truth. I'm not making no excuses for him. I understand the line was not great last night. I already know all that. I know Terrence Steele was horrible last night, but that can be talked about and debated too. Dak Prescott did not look good, and if we're just gonna be honest about it, was that 3 straight games with 2 interceptions? See, in order for us to win, sorry, ain't no more excuses. You've been there 9 years. You got paid twice. You got your money. You'll be here for the next 4 years or whatever the case may be, 4 years or so. Look, and on this team, because he played like this last year, listen, it's just the truth. In order for the Cowboys to win this season, Dak Prescott has to be Superman. Clark Kent is not allowed. Clark Kent cannot come on the field. He has to be Superman. Why? Because we have no running game. Why? Because we don't have but just one receiver really. We got Jay Ferguson, but Jay Ferguson can't even get the ball. Why? But he had to be Superman because the offensive line is not good. Why? Because your defense is not good. Dak Prescott, unfortunately for him, he has to be Superman. Is he ready to be Superman? No, because that's really not Dak's game. It's really not his game. He can have moments where Dak can put on the cape, but he has to have the cape on consistently the whole game in order for us to really win. And any letdown, any other appearance other than Superman Dak, we're not gonna win. That's what you saw last night. He cannot turn the ball over. Throw the goddamn ball away. All right, that's one thing. Let's go to Coach McCarthy. Well, how about this? Some things require coaching. Terrence Steele got destroyed last night. However, who in their right mind is going to allow Terrence Steele to go one-on-one with Nick Bosa pretty much all night long? What game plan is that? That's what Mike McCarthy irritates me. Nick Bosa went mostly one-on-one with Nick Bosa went one-on-one with Terrence Steele mostly the whole night. I'm trying to figure out what game plan you come up with that you're going to let a game wrecker wreck the game. I don't understand that. That's coaching. What game plan do you come up with where you allow Terrence Steele to go one-on-one primarily on the whole game and get beat like that? I don't get it. Zach Martin, nowhere to be found against a backup. We look horrible. I just don't understand the coaching. Number two, I told y'all all week long. Maybe y'all believe me. Y'all was so excited about Dalvin Cook. Y'all thought y'all was so excited. I told y'all, why y'all excited? He ain't gonna run the ball. What we excited for? What are we excited for? Let me start off again. Number one, I knew something was wrong right from the beginning. Once I heard Rico Dow got quote unquote sick, I mean, I said it before the game, like, what? What? Then the first day they show him was in the jogging suit. And I'm starting to question even that. I'm questioning it. Because remember, they put Gerard Phillips or whatever Phillips' his last name on the IR. Ain't nothing wrong with Phillips. Nothing. Wasn't nothing wrong with it. Put him on IR the way he missed 4 games. I mean, good Lord. When I saw that, I just thought, y'all got to go back to my page and look at what I said about Rico. And the decision, I was at the time under the assumption that he might have a chance to play. But once I saw it, I said, oh, man. I said, I know we ain't going to run the ball now. Once I saw him not there, I saw that. I said, oh, no, we ain't running no ball. I knew we were going to run it even if Rico was there. I told y'all that. And here's the reason why you know we ain't going to run it. Because the game was close. It was 10-6 at halftime. We weren't running the ball. They came out finesse, as usual, thinking that Dak Prescott is Dan Marino throwing nothing but little out routes. That's another whole question. Why do all the passing plays have to be outside and short? Stop routes, all that type of stuff. Why are we running the same thing? It wasn't until the third or fourth quarter after they started loosening it up that we started putting the ball in the middle of the field. That's where all the touchdowns came. That's where things opened up. I don't get it. I really don't get the passing concept. I'm sick of hearing Mike McCarthy. It's like his press conference when the game was over. Talk about, hey, we got to make a commitment to the run. Hello, Mike McCarthy, you the one calling the plays. What do you mean we got to make a commitment? You need to make the commitment to running the football. You need to make the commitment to getting out of shotgun. Zeke gets the ball a couple times, runs, gets 6-7 yards. Then on second down, you want to throw the ball. You just picked up 6 or 7 yards. Run it again. Protect your defense. That's what happened in the third quarter. How many 3 straight and outs we had? 3 in a row. 3 straight 3 and outs. No, you're not nothing, and your defense is tired. That's why they got scored on. Then you turn the ball over with it. We can't have it. Didn't try to run. Didn't do nothing. So let's tone down the excitement for players. I still got the same question. I don't know if we can run the ball or not. Everybody say we can't. You can't when you don't try. We don't know if we can run the ball or not because we don't have a consistent game to see what guys can do. Zeke ran the ball well last night. The little times he got it. Dalvin Cook was piecing together a little something. He didn't get the ball enough. We didn't run the ball in a tight ball game. So first things first, our identity is shot because we think we are a real great passing team. That's what we think because we got an all-pro quarterback. We put the ball in Dak's hand because he getting paid $60 million. We got a wide receiver getting paid $34 million. The mistaken identity is alive and well in Dallas. We need to be running the ball first and second down. Then let Dak throw on third, like an old school Army Navy offense. Throw only when you have to. Dak threw the ball 38 times. What I keep telling y'all, he ain't that type of quarterback, man. He just not. I'm not saying his talent is not there. I'm just saying we done seen this too many times. He's not the guy that can lead with his arm. He needs play action. He needs a running game. I don't know how many times we got to keep saying this. He can't lead the charge from the shotgun. It's not his game. It's not. I don't know why we keep thinking it is. He's just not that type. He needs other things. He does. We don't have the type of defense. We can't do it. Our offense, obviously, is not a shootout offense. That was last year. We still think we in last year. Oh, we gonna put up 30. No, you ain't gonna hardly put up 20. We barely putting up 20 points. We're not the same team. And therefore, because we're not the same team, you have to adjust to the team that you have. This is not a shoot it out, score 30 points offense. It's not. It's not. I don't get it. I don't get it. Defense, to be honest with y'all, the defense actually played well. Mike McCarthy came up with a good game plan with the 6 men on the line that's going to shut down the run. He had to take chances. A lot of you are wondering why Kittle killed us last night. Well, if you watch my show, I told you what was going to happen. I told you the week before, the Chiefs said, look, we're not going to let Brock Purdy get comfortable. We are going to blitz him. Didn't I tell y'all that? So they blitzed, and they made him uncomfortable. Brock Purdy threw 3 interceptions, and the Chiefs blitzed them. They didn't take them down. They hit them, and it worked. I told y'all that the Dallas Cowboys were going to do the same thing because it worked. The problem is you don't have the talent like the Chiefs got to really execute the game plan. The Chiefs could hit Purdy. The Chiefs made him sack. The Chiefs made him throw it way earlier than he wanted to because the rush was there. We don't have a pass rush at all. I think Overshawn got in at one time. That's it. We didn't do nothing to Purdy. We had a blitz coming, and they picked it up, and Purdy was still back there throwing the ball, looking pretty. And if he didn't kill you with his arm, he killed you with his legs. Then, when you blitz Purdy, what did I tell you? We don't have the secondary that can play one-on-one. Donovan Wilson is not a guy that can cover. He was the one that was on George Kittle all night. George Kittle destroyed that man. Donovan Wilson not that guy. The other corners, hey, we can't go one-on-one. They mixed it up pretty well, but the times that we got one-on-one and we blitzed, we couldn't get home. couldn't get home, and you paid the price. So naturally, I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all commenting in the chat. I can't. Y'all see I'm driving. I can't read them. I'll read all of them once it's over with. Uh, but whoever's on here, listen, I appreciate y'all. Hit them like buttons and everything. So we lose again to the 49ers. You know, it's the same narrative. The big bully games, we don't do well against the bully teams. They always beat us. Physical. At some point of the game, we finesse. The whole passing game was finesse. Mike McCarthy is finesse. Uh, the routes are finesse. Nothing to dictate. They sitting on the routes because they know where the routes are coming. I mean, it's literally frustrating. It literally is frustrating to watch the same movie over and over again. It really is. And so next week, hey, they come to get on the airplane to go to Atlanta. Look, once again, same scenario. Atlanta is a running football team. Bijan Robinson, Aguilar, they run the ball well. It's the same thing. Got great little tight end. You know, Pitts is pretty good. Receivers are good. Kirk Cousins. You know, everybody say Kirk Cousins is a regular season quarterback. Well, guess what? It's the regular season. So Kirk Cousins does well in the regular season. Kirk Cousins throws the ball very well in the regular season. So hey, you know, will Bland play? Will Parsons finally play? I don't know, but they're not gonna fix the issue. It'll help, but it's not gonna fix the issue. We still can't stop the run. 49ers combined, even with Purdy running, they ran over 200 yards. I mean, even with the defense playing pretty well, in the third quarter, Shanahan said, "Oh, I forgot. We're not gonna play finesse with the Cowboys. We're just gonna bully them and run it." And you had a fourth string running back. Don't even know his name. All we heard last night, he ran a 4.340. He came in and he looked like Christian McCaffrey. I told you guys it makes no difference about the 49ers. The system stays the same. All they do is plug in. Mason got knocked out the game. Here come this kid. He run up and down, look like he a Pro Bowl running back. It makes no difference. Once they figured out, oh, this the Cowboys. Oh, we can run the ball. Once they did that in the third quarter, the game was really over with. They tried to be finesse too, and then Shannon said, wait a minute. Good, wait a minute. Who are we? Oh, okay, let's run the ball right up the middle. Dude ran for about, what, 3 straight plays? One for 19 yards, one for 15 yards. I think another one for about 10 or 11. I mean, so we got the same questions that we had before the bye week, really all season. And on another note, we had 2 weeks to prepare. We had 2 weeks to prepare. And this is the offense that we saw. Still ain't run the ball. Still running these same baby dink. Last night was dink and doink. Dak last night. Outs, little quick outs, 3-4 yards to the sideline. That's it. I didn't even see the slant route last night. That's usually what you see. I ain't hardly even see the stop route. I didn't see none of that. All I saw was the outside route. Jake Ferguson, nowhere to be found. Not even throwing his way. He's your second best receiver. Why can't he get some? They ain't doubling him. They doubling CD. CD had a good game last night. I know. But it was too late. And y'all know the trade deadline is up. It ain't no trade deadline. Ain't no more trades. It ain't gonna be no big trade or nothing. It's nothing happening. This is the team this year. So the only thing we can hope for is that guys that were injured will come back and make some type of impact. Dak Prescott is pressing. He looks horrible. He's playing horrible. I can't give him no credit. I can't give the Cowboys no credit. Everybody wonder where we fought back. Yeah, because they started playing soft. That's how he got his numbers. That's how he got his numbers. They played soft at the end. They was up. They was up by double-digit points. I mean, 2 touchdowns at least. They played soft. That's why he got his numbers. That's why the CD was getting open. Now that pick play he ran, that's just good route running on that one. Well, he got it. I mean, I can't give the Cowboys credit. I can't. The score really doesn't tell you what the game was. The third quarter told you what the game was. Well, we just got annihilated. All right. Not a good day. All right. For those that are here, listen, I appreciate all of you guys. I'm here now, and I appreciate you guys. I would love to be on tonight at my regular time, which is 7 o'clock. But as I said before, I got to get my mind right. My son has his playoff game, football game tonight, and I will I'm the defensive coordinator for his team, and so that's where all my focus will be at tonight. I'm quite sure Boss will be on at least about 7:30 or so. You guys tune in to him. I'd probably talk about it tomorrow. These tomorrow maybe in full detail. I hadn't looked at the film. I'm gonna look at the film sometime tonight or early or tomorrow, and that way I have a better idea. I'm kind of interested to see. I really want to look at the third quarter and just see if anything was open for Dak. You can't see it when you're playing the game. Just want to see how he looked. What was he looking at? And so then I can switch it up a little bit and say, okay, this is the reason why Dak looks so bad because look at these routes. And then that comes back on McCarthy. So I really can't say that. I'm just saying off the top of my head, just looking at the TV coverage, that Dak didn't look right. He just didn't. Hey, let me speak to everybody. At least I can speak to you that came. Matthew, if you're still here, appreciate you popping, coming in. Let me see who this is. Matthew V. John, how you doing, sir? Richard Spencer. Joe, what's going on, man? James Gary. Gerald, what's up? Shane, how you doing? Kai, exactly. Wilson. Craig, how you doing? Look like this all got my user group matrix. I see you. How you doing? Daryl, how you doing? Sports Junkie. What's going on? Got content creators in here. Appreciate y'all. I'm just going down a little. Jay Bird, how you doing? Bang Bang Boogie, how you doing, sir? Miller, how you doing? Kermit, how you doing? Good morning to everybody. So, here we are, 3-4. It is what it is. I don't see no positive. Everybody ain't no moral victories. Well, at least we fought. At least Dak tried to fight and come back. I'm sick of this same movie though. We keep saying the same thing. It's the same movie. Blowout. Dak. I mean, they come back because teams are playing a little softer, and then everybody want to say, "Well, Dak fought back." No. No, it's not like that. It's you supposed to hit some passes when teams are playing off. I mean, come on. So I'm not. They just didn't expect the Cowboys to score so quickly. They try to keep everything in front of them. But I'm tired of. See, the narrative have not changed, y'all. And we can throw up who to blame, who not to blame, who not to blame. The bottom line is that when the Cowboys play these bully good teams, some people say, okay, the teams that have a winning record, that's what a lot of people say, or teams that are above 500. I like to focus in on the teams that are considered bullies like now. We have the same result. It's the same result. We get blowed out, or we get blowed out to a point, and then we make a comeback and make the score look respectable and lose. This game here remind me of the Baltimore game. The Baltimore game score was respectable and close, but the real truth of it is the Baltimore Ravens beat our brains out. They put up enough points that we couldn't, we make it look respectable, but the real truth is we got destroyed. It's the same thing again. This game last night reminded me of the Baltimore game. We got destroyed. Third quarter told the whole story. Dak's picks plus defense tired plus Frisco scoring equals another blowout. That's what I saw. And about Dak Prescott, and I close with this. He only had 2 interceptions. He should have had 5. I mean, that for down there on the last drive, you know, I don't need the all 22 to see that Dak threw it into triple coverage. Fred Warner should have caught that ball. Lenore was there. And then there was another guy. He tried to force the CD. It was 3 guys on 1. I don't need the all 22. It's a short pass anyway. I don't need to see the whole field. It's another short pass. I mean, it was 3 guys on 1. I don't know what he saw. I mean, he should have had at least 5 interceptions last night. Dak Prescott should have had at least 4. Definitely 4. So it could have been a whole lot worse. The late touchdowns, the CD was, just something to have y'all to say, well, we fought back. We showed some heart. No, 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 no. I'll let y'all have that. I'm not saying that. I didn't see nothing to be. I don't see nothing last night that we can build on. Let me take that back. I will say that we saw something that we can build upon with the 6 down linemen as far as trying to stop the run. We did well, decently against the run starting off, but we got tired and got gashed. That's a defense we can use to stop the run, but the only problem is you're giving up so much on the backside, and we don't have the personnel or talent that can cover wide receivers. Once you go strictly one-on-one, Donald Wilson can't cover nobody. He always been a hitting machine and a guy that go downhill, a box type safety. He never been a guy that can cover. But you paid Donovan Wilson, so he has to play. Not Wanye Thomas. Donovan Wilson has to play because you paid him. But that's another whole conversation within itself. All right, I'm done. I appreciate y'all for the ride this morning. Appreciate all you guys. I'll come back at some point this week. I'm trying to come on maybe Tuesday evening if you can. Come out and hang with me earlier. I'll tell you what, I might do something this afternoon. How about that? I might be able to do something this afternoon. Once I leave the job, we'll ride again. ride again, and then and talk about it some more. That'll be somewhere around 3:30. Come on, hang back with me if you can, and maybe the other crew that usually be with me will come hang with me. So come hang with me. I'm out. Another frustrating loss. Uh, Same old movie, same scenario, same old 49ers, Cowboys. The 49ers got our number as usual, even with bench players. They still got our number. It's the same old thing. So now it's time to go to Atlanta. Here we go again, y'all. Another team that can run the ball. Atlanta can. Another team that got some real good wide receivers. Pretty good tight end. Kirk Cousins. Good quarterback. And we on the road. It don't get no easier, y'all. It don't get no easier. We hopefully Parsons will show up. Hopefully Bland will show up. We'll see where we at after that. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to holler at you. Who is that? Jay Recruiter say the Cowboys did fight. They did. They made the score look respectable. They did. I'll give you that. They made the score look respectable. The game was lost in the third quarter, though. They made up, that's because the 49ers were playing soft at the end. So things that weren't open the whole game became open because things turned soft. So you're supposed to hit some passes then. If you count that as the fight, yeah, I guess. Same old story. 49ers beat us again. I hate it. Now I got to deal with 49er fans for the rest of the day. Y'all take it easy, man. I'm out of here. This has been the one and only. Yeah, buddy. The Big Time Show.